Hey everybody, this is Jason Miles. I want to welcome you to Liberty Jane Clothing. This is our shop in the Seattle area. And in this video, I'm going to walk through the 6 ways that Shopify sites typically fail and how you can avoid them. So just as background, in the last 6 months, I've had the privilege of working with over 1,100 Shopify store owners as they've launched their new Shopify sites. That's through my Udemy course. It's one of the highest ranked courses on Udemy, and it's really been an honor to work with all of them. So I've noticed these 6 things repeatedly, and I really want to take a couple minutes and just walk through each of them with you so that you understand the ways in which you can, if you want to launch on Shopify, avoid these common pitfalls. So the first mistake is not having a branded product that really has a meaningful, emotional connection to a specific consumer group. And a lot of times people think that they maybe can just slap on a faux brand to a private label product and just put something out that candidly doesn't really have any uniqueness or any emotive power. And by emotive power, what I mean is some aspect or angle of your brand that speaks to people in a way that they respond to. And brands are an interesting thing because in a lot of ways they're almost operating at a pure emotional level. People either accept them or reject them, many times for purely emotional reasons. And so brands have to be authentic. Now, it's not to say you can't have a private labeled product that you have a unique name for, but you have to have more than that. You've got to create some type of story or hook or piece of information that makes it relevant to your ideal consumer. So meeting their emotional need happens usually in a few specific ways. One of the ways, a common way, is that you can bond with them over a shared attribute. And brands are very quick to do this in people's hearts and minds. If a consumer knows that the brand is and brand owner is like them in some way, similar to them in some way, then it's a reason for rapport. Another way in which brand owners can do this is explain the why behind your brand, why you created it, what led you to do it. When people bond with your story, your journey with a product, they bond with the product, and it helps them satisfy sort of a curiosity in their mind. And so those are a couple specific ways in which a powerful emotional product is really the core of an effective Shopify site. So the second way in which Shopify site owners sometimes fail is they don't create what I call a high-functioning Shopify site. And Shopify is really an amazing platform. It's very hard to create a bad Shopify website. But there are just a few ways in which it can go wrong. First of all, you can not have functionality that your customers are looking for. And so you really want to think through what functionality do my customers need. The second way in which Shopify store owners can fail in this regard is they don't have quality product photography or quality copywriting. Those two aspects really set the stage for your consumers' use of the site in a quality way. And it might sound obvious, but you can't bring a product to market effectively if you can't take high quality, good photos of it and then write high quality, good descriptions of it as well. Those two pieces come into play and really create a sense of security for your customers. They see your site as a high quality site and a high functioning site that will meet their needs because of the way you've presented your product. So the third way in which Shopify sites frequently fail is they fail to set up a system of organic traffic. And by that I mean getting customers to come back regularly over and over. A system that allows you to set up one-time assets that really begin to bring the right people to your site for the long term. And that can be some of the hardest work that any Shopify site store owner does. I call it traffic stacking. And in my prior work for the last few years, I've written books about Instagram with McGraw-Hill and Pinterest and also YouTube. And so those are core aspects of creating ongoing organic traffic, social media, of course. But there are other ways too. Social contests is a huge way to get organic traffic back to your site. And then there's what I call the first and best form of organic traffic, and that's really email marketing. Email marketing is one of the very best ways in which you can set up yourself for success on Shopify. So collecting names of prospects and then orienting them to your website and your products over time and asking them to buy, giving them a reason to buy through your ongoing email marketing campaigns. So the fourth way I see Shopify store owners fail is really a failure to master paid traffic to scale up their efforts on Shopify. Now, paid traffic can be tricky because you can waste a lot of money. You've really got to understand that your brand is working and your branded products are working for your ideal consumer. You need to understand who your ideal consumer is. And you've got to have your organic traffic strategies up and going. And then you can layer on paid traffic very effectively. Of course, Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla right now and a great platform to advertise on. And Google AdWords, of course, is the second platform that has the opportunity to send massive traffic to your site. And so if you'll master those, you'll really be able to add fuel to the fire in an effective way. So the fifth way in which I see Shopify store owners fail is not understanding the analytics associated with their e-commerce business. Now there's two pieces to this. The first piece is getting the data and understanding just how to get your hands on it. Where do you find the specific data you need related to your site visitors, your shopping cart, and the aspects of that flow from off of your site, onto your site, and through your shopping cart. But the second piece is even more important, and that's actually sort of the insights and understanding the actionable activities that need to occur after you see the data. So getting the data and then understanding it and knowing how to move forward in an effective way to improve and enhance your site is really a piece that a lot of Shopify store owners fail to put together. So getting that analytics piece really clarified in your mind and in your systems is a key part of success on Shopify. So the sixth way in which I see Shopify site owners commonly fail is really lacking an understanding of how to get continuous improvement to occur on their site, and having a system by which you understand what needs to occur to make things better. And there are really two parts to this. The first part is understanding what your customers want at sort of a product level and getting their input, their information about what you can bring to them. But the second piece is what specific aspects of your website are working or not working well for your customers, and how to tune up and tighten and change those aspects of your e-commerce business as well. So these are the 6 ways in which Shopify site owners commonly fail. I hope you avoid them. Now, if you're watching this before January 9th, there's still time to jump into our 6-month mentoring program where we really go deep into each of these topics. We're actually taking a month-long workshop for each of these specific activities and topics. So we really hope you'll consider jumping into that program with us, learn more about it on our website, and if you're watching this after January 9th, then look for a future mentoring group that we'll start that you can jump into. So until then, we'll see you online, and thanks so much for watching this video.